Ben Grimm will always be stuck as a monster. It's a topic I keep hearing all over the community, all because of one random comic issue that makes no sense in its continuity. But before we continue the video, if you love the Fantastic Four, Marvel, DC, Invincible, or just comics in general, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new, that'd be awesome. And hit that bell icon so you wouldn't miss a video. Now back to the topic, why couldn't Marvel editorial let Ben transform back to normal at will? Will it hurt the character? Will it bring in new ideas for new writers to tell? Why does Ben have to suffer so much? Now, to answer that question, we need to go back to old comics and look at the times the Thing has transformed back into Ben Grimm. Now, Ben has transformed back to normal many times. But the oldest I want to firstly talk about was about the time Franklin Richards became an adult and claims that he can cure Ben Grimm, which happened in Fantastic Four issue 245. When adult Franklin Richards claims that he can cure Ben, he looked into his mind and see that deep down, Ben does not want to transform back into who he was before the accident because he feels that Alicia Masters only loves him for the Thing and not Ben Grimm. And as long as there's Alicia Masters, Ben finds happiness. Which in later comics, we know that's not true. Alicia still loves the person behind the monster. She loves Ben because of his heart, not the way he looks. Then we cut to Rising Storm when the team lost their powers and it spread into different civilians. The Fantastic Four had to get their powers back, and when it was Ben's turn to transform back into the Thing, Reed cut him off the picture by being a jerk to him, but only to take Ben's powers as well as his own, leaving Ben cured at last. But Ben Grimm refuses to let that happen. He basically said, "Fuck you, Reed, I'm going to transform back into the Thing, you selfish jackass. I'm a me, you're you. That's the cosmic plan." In other words, Ben has forgiven Reed about the accident, and he is sick of seeing him being all sad and mopey about it. Then we cut to Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four, where in that story, Ben did find a cure, but they couldn't cure him permanently, of course. So when he drank the stuff, he transformed back into his normal self, temporarily. Ben had a great time with his buddy Johnny Storm, and after they spent the whole day together doing fun things, Johnny encourages Ben to let Alicia Masters meet his true self, so they did. Alicia feels Ben's human skin and slept with him, and Johnny couldn't be prouder for Ben. But this is comics. Ben transforms back into the Thing right when Johnny sacrificed himself to shut the negative zone's gate down. Then we cut to this comic, which took place after Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four run, and I gotta say, this whole comic was so pointless. When Ben got Reed's memories from a superhero mission, he sees what happened to the machine that was supposed to cure Ben Grimm, and it turns out that it was Johnny who, while he was a teenager, he sat on Ben's seat not being aware of how sensitive it was. And when Ben sat on the cure, it failed. Reed tells Johnny not to tell a single word to Ben about the accident, which I gotta say, that was messed up, Reed. But Ben, you had an opportunity to be cured at last before. I'm just lost for words after seeing these two stories. So basically, Reed kept the secret from Ben. But is there an actual reason on why writers wouldn't let Ben happy and transform back into his normal self? Good news, we actually finally have an answer. In Marvel 2-in-1 issue 3, it's revealed that if any of the members of the Fantastic Four loses their powers, or if the Fantastic Four has been separated from each other for too long, their powers will eventually go away, leading them to be normal human beings. And this is very proven to be canon, considering in Ryan North's Fantastic Four issue 30 and issue 32, when Sorcerer Doom cured Ben with magic, that led to the Fantastic Four eventually losing their powers. And let me tell you, this concept is really cool in my opinion, because it shows that the Fantastic Four are stronger together. So now we know why the Thing isn't allowed to transform back into Ben Grimm. Because if he's out, his whole team is out. And if the cure is permanent, or if the machine succeeded, then the Fantastic Four are no more. And maybe that's not a good thing to keep Ben as a monster. After all, Reed Richards did send his friends to space, and who knows what else it could be there. Johnny still teases Ben, and Ben Grimm will never have a happy life. The Fantastic Four ruined his life, being stuck as an ugly rock monster. And Marvel editorial hates Ben Grimm. Or so that's what lasers would say. You want to talk about sheer willpower? This guy does it every day walking out of the Baxter building. You think Ben cares what other people thinks about him? Nah. Ben Grimm may face cosmic level threats and throw hands with Hulk, but his physical strength isn't what makes Ben strong. What makes Ben strong is his heart. He doesn't hide his insecurities. He doesn't walk away from a fight to protect those who can't protect themselves. Ben stays true to who he is, and because he doesn't pretend to be someone he's not, the right people will come to his way. Ben is a brother, a friend, an uncle, and now he's married. He has a wife, he has kids, he has a family. Ben forgives Reed about the accident, even if Reed doesn't forgive himself. And even though him and Johnny may butt heads, at the end of the day, they want nothing more but the best for each other. Johnny looks up to Ben more than Ben knows. And Ben wouldn't change a damn thing about his life right now. He's happy just the way he is. And maybe that's what makes Ben Grimm truly fantastic. Anyway guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this explains why Marvel Studios cannot let Ben Grimm be normal. And if you love content like this, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification, hit that bell icon. That would be always awesome. And till next time, peace.